click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is back. It's game day, baby. Ain't that right, Jimmy? And we are here, man. We got to bring you guys another preview of this wonderful game that's coming up, man. Our Thursday night trick or treat. Get what I'm saying there? All right, guys. So before we go through all that, here come the long-ass formalities. I'm sorry. Hit up the website, guys. Oh, no. If it's your first time here on Twitter, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, all right? Do us a favor. It is very, very important. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and do yourself a favor and hit those notifications, okay? You're going to want to know every time we go live. You don't want to miss the breaking news videos and things like that, so make sure you have that on there. Go to the website, guys. It is www.nothingbutniners.com. That is your one-stop shop for any and everything 49ers, brought to you by us here at Nothing But Niners. So make sure you check that out, okay? Also, make sure you guys hit us up on our social media pages, okay? Our Twitter and our Snapchat are Nothing But Nine ERS. So make sure you guys check that out, okay? And then last but certainly not least, our Facebook and our Instagram. Some of you are here already on on Facebook. We thank you guys for checking us out. For those of you who are not, hit us up, man. Look us up. We have a wonderful group over there, over 12,000 strong. Nothing But Niners is spelled all the way out with spaces in between. I am 49ers Mike _NFL. Guys, you know who I am already. I got to tell you guys about the email also, okay? You got your game day gear. You got your game day attire. You got to make sure you send us your pictures. Send us your car. Send us your pet. Send us yourself. If you were at work today repping the Niners in a Halloween costume, that is a weird combination. Only one time a year can we do this, all right? Make sure you send us those pictures. Shoot us an email, nbniners@nothingbutniners.com. Let's get down to the business, man. My man Nick is in here. I can't bring him in, so he's going to have to do it himself because I'm on the phone. 49er Faithful 365. What's up, Pirate?
Arr, we be going to hunt to some Cardinals tonight. Let's go.
Shit. That's actually not a bad accent. Okay. What's a pirate's favorite letter?
What's that?
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
Arr.
Arr, that's right, baby. Let's go. That's the only pirate joke I know. Can you not interrupt me? Please go. Bye. Oh, my baby wants to play with me and everything. I'm sorry, guys. We also got my man Wayne Breezy up in here.
Hey.
Breezy. Oh, man. This is like V for Vendetta type of thing? What is this?
That's what it is. That's what it is. V for Vendetta, baby. Let's go. Hey, let's get this game popping. You feel me?
Go.
You feel me? Let's go, 90 gang. Bang, bang. Hey, let's go.
Mike.
What's up, man?
Mike went mute.
I'm live. I'm here, fellas. I'm here, man. Look, I'm excited. I don't know if I'm as excited as Wayne is or anything, but, you know, what's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling about tonight's game? Let me know just some general thoughts real quick.
Yo, I'm feeling good, actually. Other than being sick, I'm feeling good. But about this game, yeah, man, I'm feeling it tonight. I'm feeling it. I think, I'm just excited, man. First primetime game of the year, Thursday night, get to shine. You know what I mean? Like, let's go, man. I'm super hyped right now.
Hey, man, it's time where Kyle going to bring out the masterpiece game. It's going to be another masterpiece in the making. You know what I like about Kyle? He paints a masterpiece every single game. It's a different masterpiece. It's never the same, but the same signature is always going to be on that joint. Y'all better tune in for this joint, man. Y'all not going to want to miss this joint. It's going to be cray-cray up in Arizona, yo. Going to be dry like the state.
Let me tell y'all. I was excited for this game, right? I was like, all right, we're going to go in here. We're going to break this 8-game losing streak to the bum behind Cardinals, right? I was cool with that. Then I realized something, right? I heard something on the radio early this week. They said that the Rams had to go to a silent count in their own house because of how the faithful showed up.
Yes.
Fam, do you know how crazy that is?
Yo, you was listening to NFL Sirius, wasn't you, yo?
Yeah, man.
Yo,
yeah.
When I thought I was the only one that heard that joint, and I didn't even know how to respond to it. I was like, wait a minute. Did he just say that? Did he just say that the 49ers on the road made the home team go to a side? I don't, now that you say it, he said it. Now I'm with you. Go ahead, finish, baby.
But do you understand, Nick? Come on. Do you know how crazy that is for a visiting team to force the home team to go to I don't know if I've ever heard that before. Maybe I'm tooting my horn or something, but what's up?
I'll tell you what, man, but it doesn't surprise me because being at 4 of the games this year, no, I'm saying like it surprises me that it happened, but it doesn't surprise me because of how well we've been traveling this year. Yo. Our fans have been decked out through the fullest. Like tonight, dude, in front of the NFL Network pregame show, it was all Niner fans.
Yo,
I didn't see one signal single Cardinals jersey in the little crowd there, man. So, and I was talking to a couple people that were on Twitter, like, dude, there's nothing but Niners fans here. So
no pun intended.
I'm looking to see the white and the red in the stands
right.
tonight. Hopefully people didn't wear their black because they're being blacked out tonight, obviously. But man, I'm ready to rock, man.
Yeah, man. 49ers going to be rocking white jerseys with gold pants. It's going to look like the 80s, baby. Hey, they bringing the 80s back tonight, yo. Listen, man, it's going to be crazy. 49er fans been traveling all season deep, yo, from the Tampa Bay game. I'm telling you, yo, in the Mud Bowl, it was nothing but Niner fans there, yo. It was so many Niner fans, I felt like I was at home, okay? So it's going to be, I already know it's crazy in Arizona. I already know. So silent count it may be for them.
Now, y'all think we're going to show up like that on a Thursday night when people are out with their kids trick-or-treat? Like, look, Nick was like, Mike, the show started at 7. I was 4 minutes late because I had to finish up with my babies. We were outside trick-or-treating. We were out here. I had the dog all out there and everything. Like, do you think the Niner faithful are going to show up on a weeknight?
The Niner faithful will be at that game. There'll be more. I will put this on the books. There'll be more Niner faithful fans at the Arizona Phoenix, Arizona Stadium. I guarantee you there's more fans there. I guarantee it. It's been every game.
Yeah.
Like that.
We are coming, baby. Let's go.
That gets a V for Vendetta.
I like that.
Let's go. Let's go,
right, so,
man. Let's talk about the inactives tonight, yo.
Has the list come out? You guys got the list over there?
Yeah, the list came out.
How close was I, Nick?
Well, CJ Beathard, you had Ahkello Witherspoon, you had Juice, you had McGlinchey, you had Staley, and Taylor, and then Marquise Goodwin.
I nailed it. I got them all right.
Yep. So those are the 7. I would think that Marquise is out because of the fact that there was really no practices this week.
Same thing that he was saying about
last week.
Yeah, it's the same thing Kyle was saying about Joe Staley, right? Like there was not much practice, so he didn't want to rush him in this week until he got a full practice in. So probably same thing for Goodwin. That's good though. It's good. More Sanders, baby.
Well, I don't think it's just prevalent on more Sanders. I think it's just a matter of I'll tell you what, man, I want to see more of Debo.
Yeah, you know what they're using? They're using Debo's like the jackknife piece of the offense, man. He could do just about anything and everything. He's a Swiss Army knife, I guess. That's what you want to call him. So however Kyle chooses to use Debo, it's always going to be in secret. Now that they know that Debo can run for touchdowns, I don't even expect that tonight. I expect something different out of a Debo. I expect something different. I just expect a different game plan. Remember, Kyle paints a different masterpiece each and every week. It's something different. That's why I said in the group earlier today, I was like, yo, we don't know our scheme. Like we sitting here talking about, oh yeah, we gonna line up 3 wide receiver sets, 2 tight, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we don't know what the scheme gonna be. Only they know it. And you said that's why Mike said, yo, man, if I was a defensive coordinator of the other team, I'm calling out sick this week because I don't know what they're gonna call. And he's right. We're just it's 3 years into the plan, yo. With the pieces that Kyle needed, it's gonna be different, yo. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. I'm not saying it's not, but it's gonna be different. Like watch, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll be tweeting it the whole game.
So I want to double back a little bit to this Goodwin comment, and I know y'all said that he's out because, and y'all listed y'all reasons. Is it possible? Just maybe he's inactive because the Niners don't need him.
No, I don't think that's it. If they didn't need, I hear what you're saying. Is it possible? But I wouldn't think that would make sense because they would have traded him.
You can't trade somebody if nobody wants him, brother.
And you could cut him.
You could cut him, but then you got that salary. He's already guaranteed. There's no need to cut him. Keep him there
I'm just
in
saying.
case a wide receiver goes down.
Okay, so
Goodwin becoming insurance, bro. We put up 51 points, and we had our starters out there for 4 drives.
So then, to answer your question, then it could be possible, then, right? I mean, that's the only logical answer to your question. Then, if they didn't cut him, if they didn't trade him, or because they couldn't for whatever the reasons, then it could be possible. He it's too late to go on the IR, right? Like they missed that deadline. That would have been a Josh Gordon type of move they might have tried to pull, but they can't do that. So the only other possible thing they could do is make him inactive because they don't need him. So yes, the answer. I don't know why I just didn't say yes. Yes, it's possible because it's possible.
Well, I mean, the correct answer is anything is possible.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's truly the correct answer. Do I think that this is a reason that he's sitting is because they feel they don't need him anymore? No, because
Right.
just another dynamic to this offense with his speed. You're now next week is where things are going to get interesting because you got 4 guys coming back of the 7 that are inactive. You got Juice, McGlinchey, Staley, and Goodwin. That's 4 guys coming back of the 7, or Akello Witherspoon, I mean, not Goodwin. Akello, and then Goodwin. That's 5 of the 7 inactives right now. That next week you're getting 5 of those guys back, and you still have to have 7 inactive. So it's something to keep an eye on looking forward going into next week. But I truly think that he hasn't practiced in 2 weeks. You know, with the family stuff going on the 1 week, the entire week, and then there was no practices this week that he was back because it was just basically simulations and walkthroughs. So, I mean, is it possible? Yes. Do I think it's the reason that you're stating, as in he's no longer needed? No, I don't agree with that.
Right. I'm agreeing with Nick.
Fair assessments. Just thought I would pose that question to you guys. Now, I have to give you guys a little, Nick, I'm going to need you to wave me down. We have a Halloween tradition in my house where we play the Michael Jackson Thriller video, the long one, the long 13, 14-minute version of it on surround sound twice. My wife and kids just started. So if y'all hear it, you got to flag me so I can go on mute because I don't want to get the video flagged. All right. So
I want to see the dance though. Since you ain't in costume, I want to see the kids dance.
You want to see the kids? All right. So when it starts, I'll tiptoe, but I'll be on mute, but I'll tiptoe out there so y'all can see them. All right.
It's close to midnight.
It's starting.
Woo!
Oh, I can hear it starting. I hear it starting. It's crazy. Yo, you ever hear the acapella version of that?
I did, yo. It's crazy.
Mike is an incredible.
His background, his vocal processing, yo, it's ridiculous, yo.
It was incredible, absolutely incredible. So I do have some things to talk about. I'm gonna wait till they get into the song, and I'll go out there for you guys. I have some notes here. I know Nick did the other video last night with JD. They were previewing the game and everything, and it was a great show. Shout out to my man JD, Hawk Hater TV. If you guys don't follow him, give him a follow over there.
Shout out, JD.
But my man JD came in, he held us down. I'm sorry, I couldn't be. I was working, but Nick explained that to you guys also. But I'm here nonetheless. So I do have a couple of notes for tonight's preview, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. The first thought that I had is Emmanuel Sanders will play in his second Thursday night game in 3 weeks. What should we expect from Emmanuel Sanders? Should we see a reduction in his snaps? Now, last week, he played the most snaps for a wide receiver of anybody else on the team. Should we expect the same thing? Should we see a reduction? I mean, this is going to be his 3rd game in like 14 or 17 days, something crazy like that. What do y'all think about that?
If Marquise Goodwin was active, I'd say yes. But since he's not, no.
I don't care if Goodwin was present or not. I don't think his reduction would go down. I know you would try to figure Goodwin out, but I think last week it was set up so that Jimmy can't get comfortable throwing the ball to him, and he made Jimmy comfortable by catching the ball. So if anything, this week with Goodwin being out, his production probably will go up. It's just that we didn't have to throw the ball as much last week after we were running the ball like crazy. So he did help get that game started last week. I expect him to help to get the game started this week by moving the chains, getting first downs, catches. And like I said, he made Jimmy look comfortable. Jimmy was throwing off that back foot. He was throwing. So I expect the numbers to go up this week.
All right, so more than 55 snaps this week on offense. That's very interesting. You know, another week comfortable in the system and all that. It's very possible. All right, so part of my bold prediction article that you guys can check out at www.nothingbutniners.com was that Emmanuel Sanders will see less snaps and increase the role for another wide receiver. And I said that was going to be Pettis. I think tonight is a big night for Pettis, but that was just part of my bold predictions. I won't belabor in the moment. I have another question I want to pose to you guys, and something that we expect to see tonight. If you guys follow the PFF pages, they show you the grades for the opposing team's offensive line against our defensive line. And Eric Armstead and DeForest Buckner have very favorable matchups this week with the guards and the center. Do you guys think Eric Armstead is better in the system than DeForest Buckner? It's been talk on all the 49ers podcasts. It's been talk on national media also. Come on now. Let's have an honest conversation here. And
I mean, we're talking about honesty, but it's their matchup is different though. And they play the position differently, right? And then it's like I don't see Armstead being doubled, but I see Buckner being doubled. So I understand the PFF stats. I understand all that good stuff. I do believe my bold prediction would be that you're going to get a big turn up from the interior line this week, opposed from the outside. I think the interior is going to because of the matchups. But Buckner is by force the better player. Like he's the better skilled player. I know you're getting better production out of Armstead this year. He's coming out of his own. Oh, I'm ready to dance. Oh, they got it. Oh, hey, get it. Yeah, but I think due to the double teams, they're not leaving Buckner. I'll put it like this: they're not leaving Buckner on one-on-ones. If they were leaving Buckner on one-on-ones, he would be having Aaron Donald type games, yo. I guarantee it. But they're just not leaving him. He's not Aaron Donald, but they're not leaving him on one-on-ones. Therefore, his production has lessened because they're doubling him on the inside. You saw what happened last season, man. It was different. Go ahead, Nick.
I got to disagree with you on the one-on-one thing.
Okay.
I got to disagree with you on the one-on-one thing because I've seen DeForest Buckner with the one-on-ones. Eric Armstead is a lot better than him with one-on-ones than DeForest Buckner is. I don't know if it's his speed with his hands, the way that his speed works, but watching DeForest Buckner and watching Eric Armstead with one-on-ones, Eric Armstead is by far better than DeForest Buckner in one-on-ones. Now, DeForest Buckner is better in the run game than Eric Armstead is in the run game. That's my opinion on it. I mean, it's not that it's correct or wrong or whatever, but Eric Armstead in this system, when he's getting the one-on-one, since DeForest Buckner's taking up those double teams, Eric Armstead is beating his job like he should be on the single coverage. Now, Jimmy agrees with me. Do I think that Eric Armstead is all around better player than DeForest Buckner? No, I don't think that is the truth. There are things that Armstead is better at, and I believe that he's a better pass rusher than DeForest Buckner is when it comes to single coverage. When it's singles. Because if you guys remember last year and coming into this year, Mike, and correct me if I'm wrong, I was talking about how DeForest Buckner needs to get better when he gets the one-on-one opportunities. And this year he has gotten some one-on-one opportunities, and he's getting there, but he's not finishing. And that's not saying anything bad about DeForest Buckner because he's doing his job. He's clogging the middle. He's getting the pressure up the middle. The same with Eric Armstead. It's just I think Eric Armstead is just a better pass rusher than DeForest Buckner. I think DeForest Buckner definitely is better at the run defense than Eric Armstead. But pass rush, one-on-one, I'm taking Eric Armstead.
All right. I'm not going to give my opinion because I don't want to be public enemy number one out here. So
we know you don't like Buckner. Go ahead and
That's not. Don't do that. You're supposed to be my boy.
But we know we already know what you're thinking. I know it's not that you don't like Buckner. You feel like he's having a regressive season, like he's going backwards. Say it. Say it.
I don't think he's going backwards. I'll be honest with you. I think DeForest Buckner is exactly what I've seen from him. Our problem is that because he was one of the 49ers' better defensive players in that scheme that we've seen and the multiple schemes that we've seen for the last 4 years, people view DeForest Buckner way up here. When I've been saying Buckner's good, he's just not top 10. And people were like, oh, Mike don't know what he's talking about. Mike has no credibility. I've heard it all. Against the run and against the pass, Eric Armstead is outplaying DeForest Buckner this year. I'm not alone in this. I'm not. And even if I was alone in it, I don't care. But all I'm telling y'all is that just watch the games. Just watch the games.
How much of that might be
getting doubled also, but he's getting doubled in different ways. He's going through tight ends and tackles. You know what I mean? Like Armstead is playing outside and inside. He's showing his versatility off this year. That man is playing on the edge and he's playing tackle. He's doing both positions. He's doing them at such a high rate that we can't even tell when he's in and when he's out. He's never been a liability. Not saying that Buckner's been a liability, but Buckner's been a little stale. That's all I'm saying. But we'll see. We'll see. Look, if I had to choose right now going forward, which one I want, I ain't even gonna go there. All right, so
hey man, let me just put this out there, man. I battled you with the Coleman thing, and look at Coleman. So I'm gonna battle you with the Buckner thing, and just it's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. Attrition's gonna kick in. Buckner gonna show up and show out. The defense is ready. Buckner's role is different this year, bro. He don't gotta do it all, bro. He doesn't have to do everything he did. How long we been running this wide 9 system, guys?
well, we used wide 9 formations even last year. We've been using that for a while now.
But we didn't have the same caliber of talent that we have this year. It's a role shift, man. I think Buckner's clogging and filling his role. He's getting good run stops in the backfield. He's getting he doesn't have the sacks this year. I believe he has some like 1 or 2, maybe 1.5. But he's just plugging his role. I'm not saying because I like Buckner better than Armstead. I want us to sign Armstead. I don't know if we can, but Armstead is in a contract year. He is playing for a contract. You know your gameplay rises. You can shake your head all you want, but when you playing for a check, your money, your play go up. I'm trying to get my up in the camera. So all I'm saying is, it's a little incentive for Armstead to play and show up and show his butt off this year, whereas Buckner got another year. So let's just continue to develop and win. How about that?
I see the hater comments in there. Hey Dre, I did say that Buckner was worse. I did say that Buckner was worse than Gerald McCoy, and I stand by that. This year, McCoy is having a better year than Buckner. I stand by that. You ain't got to ask me. You ain't got to ask me. Go look at the numbers, baby.
Is he really? Go pull up the numbers, yo. Because McCoy sure didn't have a good game against the 49ers.
Hey, game.
Hey, I'm just saying. He was sucked. He was non-motherfucking factor in that game. So to be that good, you should be a factor in every game, right? If you're top 5, because you're putting McCoy at top 5, right? So if you're, Buckner's top 10. So where's McCoy? No, my bad. I put words in your mouth. So McCoy must
you did. Yes, you did. I have maintained that McCoy is top 10, Buckner is not.
Oh,
now,
okay, my bad.
You're saying that if you are top 10, you should be a factor in every game, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to ask you this question, and I'm going to move on.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to ask Nick, too.
Uh-huh.
How many games has Buckner been a factor in?
How many games? Because he hasn't had to be. Their system is set up.
Okay.
But the system is set up for the outside ends to do their thing. You made me drop my water, motherfucker. Yo, what is wrong with you? Listen, the system is set up different. It's not. I don't care what the derivative of the system was last year. It was derivative for him to shine, right? You wasn't screaming Armstead's name last year. You wasn't talking about Armstead because Buckner was having a shovel sack type of season, right? This year he's not. He doesn't have to. It's different. The secondary is better all of a sudden. Why? We got pressure from the quarterback. We got pressure from the ends, excuse me. Therefore, Buckner and Jones are clogging the hole. Why do you think they're not running and gassing up? Every now and then they get a 40-yard run on the defense. Every now and then, right? Every now and then.
Which technically was on Buckner's side.
Every now and then. Y'all can kiss my ass. Every now and then. I said that. Every now and then.
Look, either way.
Was Buckner even in the game? Because he be coming out the game and we don't know that.
He's so valuable that you can't even tell when he's not on the field. Go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
I'm done.
Listen,
Buckner. Y'all wasn't shitting on him last season. Y'all some funny mother suckers, boy.
Look, Buckner is, he's doing his job. He's clogging holes. He's doing his things. There was a question asked about Armstead and Buckner, and that's the way that I feel about it. But that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. We're here to talk about this Cardinals and Niners game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, you're right, Nick. I do have other topics. I don't want to cut you off if you got something else to say, but I do have other topics about this game tonight in particular.
Tonight is a good night to watch DeForest Buckner because he's going up against a center who's rated on PFF at like 52, I think.
Dang.
A 52.
And the guard that's on his side. Both at 140 something and 150 something.
No, Pew is 66. You got Pew and Shipley.
That's the right guard. That's the right guard, ain't it?
Right guard Sweezy is their highest rated, 71.
Right. Buckner's playing over the left guard.
Right.
Buckner lines up closer to Bosa on the left side.
Which is Pew, 66.3.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. I'm with
Pew
you.
is their guards are their two highest rated on their team. Humphreys is a 63.9, which is their left tackle. Left guard is 66.3, which is Pew. Shipley, their center, is a 52.5. Sweezy is a 71, the right guard, and right tackle Murray is a 56. So that's why I said look for D4 tonight to have a game.
Yo, why did I think that their line was so much better? What am I missing?
It's because of Kyler Murray's ability to get out the pocket and make a play. Okay. That's what that is fooling a lot of people of how, I'm doing air quotes here, how good their line is. That's what it is.
Okay.
Well, a lot of their plays, going back and watching them, a lot of their plays are designed for rollouts and things like that to get him out of the pocket so he can see.
So then why are they rated so low if it's productive? I don't understand the PFF crap, yo. I don't get how they grade.
Me either, but they have Fred Warner as our lowest rated defensive player.
Wow.
At a 53.
Wow. And doesn't he lead the team?
Who's our lowest rated player on the defensive line, Nick? Just curious.
It's Buckner, you bum.
No. Well, it depends on the package that we're in. In a base defense, if DJ Jones is in there, he's a 57. Buckner's actually a 76.8.
Read it, Mike. Read it.
Buckner, but that not like Nick said, that depends on what package we in. That's not Buckner. That's not the every down.
Buckner, if you go with Bosa, Buckner, Armstead, and Ford, Buckner's the lowest at a 76.8.
All that said, it's still FPFF. You know I don't care about them, so I'm not even going to sit here and try to use that as part of my argument. I don't want to do that. So
yeah,
let me.
What you ask?
Let's keep this thing moving here because I do have, like I said, I do have some other points here that I wanted to share with you guys. So the other one is about how well the Niners have been doing. Something that's going. Oh snap! Somebody else popped in there. Who's that?
Silverado Kev.
Hey, Heavy from the Chevy. Now I got to be careful about my view on the side. What's going on, Kev?
It's traffic. I'm gonna be late for the kickoff.
Gonna be late for kickoff, Kev. That's right. At least you in the Silverado.
Yeah, man, but I'm pissed.
Why are you pissed? Oh, because you're gonna be late for kickoff.
Yeah, because you're gonna be late. Man. All right, so listen, man, this is something that's not going. The defense is getting a lot of credit and they deserve it. But let's be real here. I think the defense is the strength of this team right now, bar none. But there's something else that's happening because of the defense, right? The 49ers are winning the battle of field position by a lot. And no one's talking about this. It's when we do punt, which is only 2 times a game right now, right? The 49ers are the second fewest punting team in the NFL. Second fewest punting in the NFL. All right. But we have been playing this game, the game of football, at a very highly efficient rate. It starts with field position, right? You're not going to see a ton of yardage put up by the Niners. You're not going to see those 550-yard games because we're not starting from the 10 or the 15 every time. Field position is super key, and the Niners defense and the special teams has been playing a big role in that. I'm asking you guys a simple question here. Have you noticed 49ers starting field position or their opponents starting field position in the few times that we do have to punt?
Yeah, I mean, the field position has been huge for us. All of our field position, don't get me wrong, we're not getting a lot of kickoffs, right? Because another team's not scoring a lot on us. It's usually punting, and we usually start anywhere from our 30, our 25 to our 40-yard line, where other teams are usually starting anywhere from the 7 to the 15, in between those range. Also, I just wanted to touch base on this real quick. So I just said Justin Murray's their worst rated tackle, and that's why I said D Ford's going to have a big night. Well, guess what? He's inactive. Their 7th round rookie is going to be taking their first snaps tonight against the Niners.
It's feeding time.
It's definitely feeding time. So
if Buckner's invisible again tonight, then I get some credence. Are y'all gonna acknowledge what I'm saying now?
Nah, because it's an outside guy. It's a tackle.
Nah, because we gonna still make excuses. Is what you're saying?
Well, Buckner plays inside. It has nothing to do with him. I'm just saying.
If you're not productive on this team, Mike is pointing you out.
Okay, just to be clear here. Hold on. Because I was talking this. I was talking the same nonsense back when the Niners were 4-12. Nick can attest to that, and the people.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just letting cats know if you're not productive, you will be called out.
It's not about production with me. Listen, this is my thing with the NFL, and not just the 49ers, right? I've seen a lot of players get a lot of good looks because of where they were drafted, right? And I'm not saying about Buckner because, believe it or not, I swear to y'all, I do like Buckner. I think the fans hold him in a higher regard than what he should be held at, but I do like Buckner, and I don't want him to leave.
Uh-huh.
I want Buckner here on this team, but the 49er fans, because he's been our best defensive player the last couple of years, hold him on this pedestal that's just not it's not real. It's not real. And because of that, they diminish other players who were balling, and it's just not right, man. It's not right.
I think I get where you're coming from, but I think it's because of the production he had last season that made people that was the bright spot for people that was their shining star, bro. And people, and I get it, but you're trying to say, look, there's other people that's outshining that star right now. Let's I got you. I'm with you, bro. I'm not against you. I'm just having fun.
The truth of the matter is those 12 and a half sacks that he had that year, I would say 6-7 of them came after 4 seconds of the quarterback having the ball.
Okay.
He's not getting those sacks this year because the quarterbacks don't have the ball that long.
So that's
not a fault to him. It's not a fault to him. Let me make that clear. But we have to come to different expectations and value Buckner differently because of that. So let's keep this thing moving though, because like Nick said, this isn't a Buckner show. Another way that the team has been very efficient is the running game, okay? Last week, the 49ers ran the ball 38 times. That's counting QB hurries for 238 yards.
Woo, baby. Woo.
That's over 6 yards a carry, fellas. Does that continue tonight on a short week where, think about this, our leading rusher, Tevin Coleman, most carries, most yards. He only had 11 touches last week. The guy should be fresh, right? Breeder's back. Does the run game continue its dominance tonight? Yes or no, and why or why not?
Yes.
It continue with its dominance because that's just what we do, and we do it well. Why would we stop doing it? If it's not broke? Don't fix it. I mean, that it's just a simple cliche. If Kyle feels like the run game isn't working, he'll figure out a way to get it to working, whether it's with one of them trick runs with a wide receiver or end round or something. Either way, Kyle will find a way to make this team run with the football. Like that's what it does. That's what sets up his offense. That's what sets up the passes. That's what sets it up. Even when we didn't run as well against who was it? What was the one game we didn't run as well as we thought we would have?
The Redskins.
Well, that was because of the mud. I thought it was another game where we didn't run as well as we thought we were. But
the Rams.
It was the Rams game. It was the Rams game. Yeah, but we still rushed. I think didn't we still combine? Still had over 100 yards. It's just that not one player didn't have over 100 yards. Kyle will find a way to scheme up them 100-yard games, man. It helps sets up the pass. So yes, the run game will be effective. I expect the run game to be effective for the rest of the daggone season. That's just what we do. We run the ball. I don't care how it gets done. Whether Jimmy got to scramble for 20 yards, 5 yards, 3 yards, quarterback sneak. The run game is going to be effective because that's what Kyle schemes and plans to do.
Hey, here's a question. Do they run a 30 or a 40 front in Arizona?
They run a 40, I believe.
Okay, so they're in a 4-3. Okay. I don't care. We're gonna run the ball regardless. And like my man Wayne was just saying, Kyle gonna find a way to get his on the ground. And the beauty of it is, once the run game started working so well, they start keying on that. Okay, play action right over your head. You know what I'm saying? RPO, that type thing. So I do believe that's going to still be dominant today. And I do believe we see a little more of Jimmy, per se. But I do believe the running game will still be dominant in this victory tonight. Yes, I said victory.
We all sit here and say, we need to see Jimmy. We need to see Jimmy. We need to see Jimmy. We need to see these receivers. We need to see these receivers. Well, no, we really don't. We really don't. Like, to be honest with you, why fix something that's not broke? If we can continue to run the football 200 yards a game or 180 yards a game and control the game and the line of scrimmage, getting first down after first down and controlling possession time and scoring points and keeping this defense fresh, why do we need to see Jimmy?
Oh no, I just said that we need to.
No. I'm not saying you in specific, Kev. I'm just saying fans in general are saying, or media saying we need to see Jimmy Garoppolo be able to throw the football. We need to see if he can come up for this week for that one game when you need him there. Will he be there? We don't need to see that. We've seen it against Tennessee. We've seen it against Jacksonville. He threw all over them guys with a Jalen Ramsey on the field. So, we don't really need to see all that. I see Mike's little kiddos there dancing around. Love it. But to answer the question is like, dude, just continue to pound the football. I loved it last week because Kyle Shanahan ran a lot of wing T stuff, and I loved it. The traps, the backside traps, things like that. Man, I loved it. And Kev, like you said, man, Breezy, like you said, was the fact that, as long as we can run the football, why? Like, just keep pounding the football and dial up something that's cool. So just a quick update here, guys. Marquise Goodwin is out tonight. He's one of the inactives. You also have Kyle Juszczyk.
Is he hurt?
No, I think he's inactive. I personally think he's inactive because he didn't practice all week because we really didn't have a practice.
Okay.
So inactives are C.J. Beathard, Marquise Goodwin, Nicola Witherspoon, Kyle Juszczyk, Mike McGlinchey, Joe Staley, and Julian Taylor are the 7 inactives for tonight. We're going into this game being able to run the football. Let me ask you guys this question. I asked JD last night on the show last night, and be honest with me. All right, don't be a homer with this whole situation. So our defensive front is a very aggressive front four, right?
Yes.
So it's a 2-part question. 1, do you think we blitz somebody more tonight to contain Kyler Murray? And 2, do you think our aggressiveness hurts us with a running style quarterback?
I'll jump in and say this. From my DC standpoint, to contain the quarterback, you don't blitz him. I mean, because number one, that decommits one more person at the second level, and number 2, I don't like the fact that we're listen to him like that. I would much rather and just keep him inside the pocket and let that rush get to him, have him step up versus chasing him. If that makes sense. I don't want to chase him because when you chase him, you know how hard it is to hold up coverage downfield when the quarterback's running around and just trying to find somebody. I mean, yeah, of course he's hurried, but I'm telling you, man, just that them plays, it's like Russell Wilson. When that boy went around back there for however knows how long, and somebody, I found somebody. I don't want to see that happen tonight. Bottle him up, keep him in the middle of the field, and let them dogs in the middle clean up.
Wayne, what do you think?
Yeah, man, I think the scheme. I think you're gonna have to let the Niners rush the front four, no blitzes. If you have to spy him. I don't think you will, but we need to play coverage. Force him to stay inside the pocket to make a throw down the field. And keep him bottled up inside the pocket, man. We don't want him extending the play because, like Kev said, you either going to get that's when your secondary is going to get penalties, holds, all that kind of stuff. It's just what's more susceptible of happening. So we want to eliminate that. I felt like we've been keeping quarterbacks in the pocket, making them not want to go outside the pocket. But again, this is a different type of quarterback. This is a running first, probably before he passes. Who can throw the ball deep. But they're gonna have to try to beat us with short throws, man. They're gonna have to play the short game, pass game, man. I think the secondary holds off. I think the front four does their thing. They've been doing it all season. That's why I said you might not see as many sacks as you guys as we've been seeing before because he's a different hybrid type of a quarterback. But I still expect the pressures. And if you're telling if you're telling me that their offensive line is as weak as it sounds on a piece of paper, then I don't see why the defensive game plan would be any different. If Selaw's not blitzing, it wasn't blitzing before, he ain't gonna start blitzing now. He's not dumb. He just didn't have the pieces he needed to make it work before when we were screaming for him to be fired. So Yeah, man. I don't know if I answered your question, but I was just going off of what.
Mike, do you think that the aggressiveness of our front four hurts us tonight? And do you think we'll blitz?
If it's too windy, let me know. I came outside, fellas, because my kids are going crazy inside right now. I don't think the aggressiveness hurts us at all, actually. I don't think we're going to do a lot of blitzing, but I do think we keep a spy. I do think that there's going to be a fifth guy assigned to him. Doesn't mean he's going to cross the line of scrimmage. I think he's going to keep his eyes on this dude and see what he does. The reason is because of this. In my opinion, I could be way off here. Mike doesn't know what he's talking about more than half the time on the show. That's fine. But the Arizona Cardinals try to beat you with analytics. We're going to go 4 wide, 5 wide, right? But their third wide receiver's got 3 catches on the year. So they're doing it, but they're not doing anything with it. All right? Is it too windy?
No.
Okay. They're doing it, but they're not doing anything with it. And so if the Niners play their game and play it the right way, the biggest threats are going to be the run game, which, by the way, they're down to their 3rd or 4th running back right now. A guy they just traded for is going to be starting for them in Kenyon Drake tonight. And then their wide receivers, but they're all like they're just not doing anything. Andy Isabella was one of my favorite guys coming out in this draft, right? He's their 3rd or 4th wide receiver. This dude has got 2 catches on the entire season. 2. He's not doing anything. And so you can run out here and all the 4 or 5 wide receivers that you want to. You're going to force us to have to come out and dime or nickel, depends on how we want to do it. Are we going to do it the linebackers? Are we going to do it with an extra safety, which I'm okay with either way. But if we're going to do it, we got to have somebody spying this young man just in case he decides to take off and run. I don't know how y'all don't hear that wind right now, because it's crazy. But a little bit. As long as we keep somebody on him for when he takes off, because with the way that the defensive line plays, this is what Nick's question is the aggressiveness going to hurt us, right? If those front 4 just come crashing down, yes, it will hurt us. But as long as there's a spy, as long as there's somebody to keep their eye on him just in case, we're okay. Because you got to do some basic math skills, right? You got 4 coming at him. There's 5 offensive linemen. We got 1 up. We got a spare person. Then you got the quarterback. So that's really 6 guys back there. You got the 5 offensive linemen. You got the quarterback. We got 4 guys coming after the quarterback on every snap, right? We can waste a guy in spy mode. You can call him your 5th offensive lineman, or you can call him the quarterback. And then everything else is neutralized. We can play man if we have to and make sure that those wide receivers aren't getting away from us. If we can do that effectively, the Niners should be fine, man. The Niners should be absolutely fine. So blitzing, no. But are we going to have to use somebody to keep an eye on this young man? Absolutely. I do think that's a possibility.
Now, I'm going to piggyback off that right quick, Mike, and Nick kind of circle back to what you asked. I will say this, in terms of being aggressive, if our 2 guys, if those 2 3 techs, or the 1 and a 3 tech end up being too aggressive, I see that can be an issue. So I would suggest a more controlled rush from the inside and have the pressure coming from the outside. That way, them guys are staying home in the middle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry about that. My mic was on mute and I started talking. I also want to ask you guys this, and then we don't got much longer till game time. So, what do you think the Niners have to do tonight to win this football game? Like, what is the main thing that we have to do tonight to win this football game? And let's go with Kev first, since he's off mute. All right, Kev.
Oh, I'm up. I say, as cliche as it may sound, keep their offense off the field. And I know that's a blanket answer, but the less they're on the field, the less we got to worry about. So get them off the field. Like I said, edge pressure, control rush in the middle, keep somebody with his eyes on them at the second level of linebacker. If we're in dime, be it that K1, that's K1 or Warner, I don't know. I think they'll mix it up. But yeah, control rush in the middle, pressure from the outside, and keep them off the field.
You know what I like about what Kev said? he said keep them off the field, right? The 49ers are the second place team in the entire NFL with their offensive, the 3-and-out rate. Okay, that's on their offense. Our guys, we only go 3-and-out 11.1% of the time, which means for the most part, we're going to keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the ball in our hands. We're going to keep it going, right? And on the flip side of it, our defense causes a 3-and-out, the second highest rate in the NFL at 30.4% of the time. Every 3 times they touch the ball, they go in 3-and-out. As long as we keep that up, we maintain that, we're going to keep driving. We're going to keep our offense on the field, and the defense going to be on the sideline chilling. So, Kev, I'm 100% with you on that, man. Very well done, man. Good point right there. Keep them on the sideline. You ain't got to worry about that young man scrambling. You ain't got to worry about their run game or any of that. As long as they're on the sideline, we good to go. So, Kev, I like that point, man. Very good.
Get out my field. Appreciate it.
All right, Wayne, what do you think?
Hey, man, they just got to go down there, man, and score points, man. Not them 3 points, not them field goals, man. They got to go ahead and get touchdowns and convert them joints in the red zone, man. They need to be as effective in the red zone as they was last week. Put points up on the road. That control the clock. Is that what you guys were saying? They got to control the clock. Hey, you know what, man? The 49ers are 7-0 because they've been doing something right? They've been riding the D, pause, and they've been controlling the clock.
I'm going to say that.
Hey, I'll put a pause behind it. Listen, man. And that's what they do, yo. We got to ride this D, man. The defense, you said it. Pause again. You said, Mike, that the defense is the heart of the team. It truly is, bro. But the brains of the team is on the offense, man. And when the brain and the heart is in sync, man, the blood, the oxygen is flowing correctly, yo, it's going to be hard to stop them. Good luck, Arizona. T-Suggs, you might want to retire after this game because your ass going to be running. I'm going to tell you right now, this will not be an easy game for the Cardinals. This will be a great game for the 49ers. I know we on the road, but we already Road Warriors, baby. Can I do my Road Warriors chant? Let's go! Let's go!
Okay.
Oh, my God. Look, I can't. I'm still on the riding with the comment. I can't even say it. I'm still with that. So, and he even threw the little pause in there. I can't. Look, Wayne is too hyped for me right now, man. Let me ask you this, Mike. You've been saying for 3 weeks now that tonight is going to be the night that we see Jimmy Garoppolo throw for umpteen amount of yards. Do you think tonight is that night?
I take it back, man. I take it back. Only because, look, on a short week, less practice and more pressure, right? Everybody in the NFL is going to be coming for the 49ers. We all know that, right? Everybody wants to be the team that takes down the champs, the undefeated guys. Not the champs. We haven't won shit yet. I apologize. But we're going to get their best shot. And we know that we've lost it in the last 8 times in a row. So that's on the Cardinals' minds. That's on Shanahan's mind. Shanahan, this is 3rd year. This is game number 5 for him, and he can't beat these dudes. No matter what he does, he can't beat these dudes. But guess what? It's the first time they got to play Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, Jimmy will have a better game than last week. But that 350, 400-plus yard game, that's not going to happen this time. It's just not. And the reason is because the way you win games on the road is by bringing your defense and your run game. And that goes back to what Wayne was saying, and that goes back to what Kev was saying. Control the clock. And that's how you do it. You stay on the ground so the clock keeps running. You know what I'm saying? And then your defense has to be sound to get them off the field. We keep the ball. Look, if we hold the ball and don't do anything with it for 50 minutes except the field goal, that means they got 10 minutes to score 2 times instead of 1. That's all it takes. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to be tonight. Now, as far as the matchup goes, Nick, maybe in 2 weeks when we play them, not the week after this because that's the Seahawks, but the week after that when it's not a short week, we have already played them and we can see the tendencies and all that. And their secondary is giving up a lot of stuff. George Kittle should have a good night. I just don't know if it's going to be tonight. It might be in 2 weeks from now. You get what I'm saying? Same exact team, same game plan, but a short week and a compressed week, it could be 2 weeks from now instead of this.
You know, Jimmy Garoppolo is going up. Well, George Kittle is going up against the 2 worst linebackers covering tight ends in the entire league tonight. So that's why I was just asking. I'm just asking, like, do you think this is the game? But I can see like what you said as well. But Wayne, what do you think? Do you think this is a game that Jimmy Garoppolo goes and throws for 250, 3 touchdowns, 300, 3 touchdowns?
Hey, man, if the defense is giving him that, he's going to throw the ball. If the defense is not giving him that, they're going to do what they do. They got a game plan. I mean, they've known this schedule for a while. We act like we don't know that they didn't know that they was going to have to travel on a short week, blah, 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 blah. They've mentally tried to prepare for this, man. And I'm going to say it like I've been saying it all season, yo. This is a brotherhood, bro. They are a fraternity like none other. Like, I want to be in a fraternity because they are like legit playing for one another, yo. And I think they find a way. Nick, let's bring it back to the Pittsburgh game, man. That had to be the worst offensive game we played all season, bro. And with 5 turnovers, and they found a way. So I think even if this game isn't a blowout, like some fans are predicting, they find a way to become victorious in this game, even on the road, because they just know how they're just a unit. They're tight. They're a band of brothers. So I don't know if this is the game that Jimmy G goes off. If it's given to him, I think he comes out throwing the ball. I'll go out on a limb to say that. I think he comes out throwing the ball. I think he comes out and throwing the ball. So yeah, hell, yeah. Why not?
We're going to pass it to Kev. Give him his thoughts. Kev, man, what you think, bro? Is this going to be the game that Jimmy Garoppolo goes off? Because you could be as long-winded or as short-winded as you want. We're going to get up out of here soon, but I got some stats I got to share with y'all before we get out of here. So go ahead, Kev.
I'm going to say it like this. If Jimmy G does work like that, that'll be after we already established the lead. I don't see him doing that early. I see him being pretty much consistent early. But until we get up, have a nice little lead, nice little cushion, then they're going to start doing this thing. And as far as coming out passing, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would like to see a first down play action. Because damn it, every team knows we're going to run the ball. So give them what they want. Put it in the stomach of the running back and then find somebody open. You know what I'm saying? But do I think he goes 300-400 yards this game? No. But I think he has a more efficient game this game. I do believe that, especially knowing they linebackers can't cover me. Yeah, I really believe he has a more efficient game this game, a nice dose of the run game, screen here and there. But do I think he goes for 3+? No. Maybe mid twos to knock it on 3, but this ain't gonna be no all-star game. No, in terms of like, oh, he just lit it up. But I do think he has a more efficient game this game. Yes.
Did Tony pop in here at the very end of the damn show?
He sure did. That's what he do.
Tony, man, we gonna fight, bro. I know you get the notifications for Showtime, brother. I'll send them to you.
Listen, man, I had to get the kids ready for bed. I had to eat dinner.
I understand, man. Hey, listen, I get it, man. I got people showing up. I just had a couple come up for candy right now, and we all out. I'm telling them, yeah, come on. Shorty walked all the way across my yard, and I don't have no more candy.
What up? Listen.
What up, Sammy?
What up?
That's Joe Woods. I swear to God, that's Joe Woods. Joe Woods.
That's right. What's up? I was 3 for 3 online. What's up? No,
you're right, man.
So, fellas, listen. I got some interesting stats, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up here because the kickoff is gonna be in about 20-25 minutes. So I got some interesting stats here, right? Punt attempts per game. The 49ers are the second lowest, which is a good thing. Second lowest. We're only punting 2.9 times a game. We're barely punting the ball. I said 2. My bad. There's a decimal. Who do you guys think punts less than the 49ers?
Another interesting stat with that, Mike. We've only allowed 2.
Okay.
We've only allowed 2 receiving, 2 punt return yards all season with punting. So that's interesting.
But that goes back to that field position battle we were talking about. Nobody's bringing the ball out. We're going to punt. And don't sit here and say, oh, your kicker only punted the ball 45 yards, but there were 0 return yards on it. That's a pure 45. You know what I'm saying? So who do you guys think is the team that has punted fewer times than the 49ers? It's only 2.6, but technically it's fewer. Who do you guys think that is?
The Patriots? No?
Wayne, NJ, Tony, Kev, any thoughts?
Let me guess. The Cardinals? Because we're playing them tonight.
I'm just gonna take a guess and say the Ravens.
You got it. That's it. It's the Ravens. Ravens have punted the ball just 2.6 times a game. So that's pretty dope, man. Very good. Good guess there. All right. I got some more stats for you guys here. Points allowed. The 49ers are second in the NFL with points allowed on defense. The defense is holding people down. Right now, the Niners are allowing just 9.6 points a game. Less than 10 points a game. And as impressive as the 49ers are in this, there's one team that's better. You guys want to guess what that team is?
Patriots.
Wayne can't guess first anymore because he's getting shit right. He can't guess. He can't guess first
that one
anymore.
was a little easy. We're number 2 behind them.
Everybody knew that.
Okay, all right. So that was a duh. Okay, I got some more for you. Patriots are at. Listen to this though. Like we're pretty impressive. Patriots at 5.4 points a game, bro. 5 points. Joe Buck said on TV, the 49ers
He can
are
hear
just riding that D right. Oh my god.
Bro, you better quote that shit. Mike, somebody scroll back up. He gave us $5. Mike Z gave us $5 for t-shirts. I'll wear that joint, yo. Real talk. We riding the D, cuz. Pause. Gotta put the pause on there though. I'm telling you, yo, this is what it is, baby. This is what it is. Troy know the game. He be watching nothing but Niners. He tuned all the way in, cuz. Why you think he getting better on TV? He tunes in. Bam.
I hate y'all so much. I hate y'all so much. Oh my god. I'm over here dying. All right. Let me keep it moving here. My other stat for the game, right? Rushing yards per game, or total. The 49ers are in third, right? In total rushing yards.
Okay.
But the two teams that are ahead of them have not had a bye week yet. We have 1,268 yards. What two teams do you guys think are ahead of us? Wayne, don't you say shit. Nick goes first, then Tony, and then Wayne.
Vikings and second one. Who's the second one? I'm gonna go with Philadelphia.
Nope, not the Eagles, Tony. They are in the top 10 though. Eagles are 8th. Tony, can you figure out the second team?
Hawks. Seattle.
Not Seattle. They are closer though. They are 6th. Wayne, who you got, man? Let's see if you can do it. Can Wayne go 3 for 3 riding the D? What's up, Wayne? Who is it?
Oh man. Panthers? Yeah. So it's got to be the Ravens.
It's the Ravens and the Vikings.
I know it was the Ravens. That was my first choice. Oh man.
It's that quarterback, man. That quarterback been going crazy. So the Niners, listen, man. The reason I'm doing all this is because the Niners are doing the things to be successful. It's how many times we punt. It's when we punt, like Nick said, how many yards of return. It's next to nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's when we return the ball, how many yards are we getting versus other teams in the NFL? And that's my next category here, right? Now, most teams fair catch the ball. So punt return yards are usually low. But the Niners are in second place in average yards return in punts with 10.8. The number one team, y'all are never going to guess it, but I'll give all y'all a guess if you want to do it. Let's start with Tony, then we'll do Nick, and then we'll do Wayne. Who do you think is the team with the most punt return yards on average over the 49ers? We're second place with 10.8. Who's over us? Tony didn't hear shit I said, did he?
No, what's up?
What team?
Oh, man. So I got kids running around here.
No, it's good. It's cool. Man. It's cool. I was like, we're going to go with Tony first, and I see you popping your headphones in. I was like, damn, that means he ain't hear nothing I said. The 49ers are second for return yards on punts on average. Who is the first place team? The 49ers are 10.8 yards a return. Who is the first place team?
Oh, God. Who's the dangerous returner? I don't know.
All right.
I really don't know.
He's tapping out. Nick, you got a guess? I'll give you guys a hint. It's an NFC team.
I'm going to go with the Bears.
God. All right, Nick can't guess first anymore. All right, it's the Bears. The Bears are at 11.9. Very good. Very good. You mind your business. Don't ask me about my shoes. What?
All right.
I'm getting yelled at because we got to do the Halloween game. Hold on. I got 2 more stats. I won't have you guys guessing anything, okay? This one is kicking points. Even though Robbie Gould has missed a ton of field goals, right? The 49ers are still in the top 10 in kicking points. We are 8th with 61 points kicked. All right, I just wanted you guys to know that. Now, the Cardinals, our opponent tonight, are number 1 with 76. So that's just something to keep in the back of your minds. And my last one is not, it's not huge, but the 49ers overall are 4th in the NFL with total sacks. They have 27, while the Patriots are number 1 with 31. After tonight, I got a feeling that we'll be tied with the Patriots, maybe even better. And we got to see what they do next week or this week on Sunday. So, all right, guys, I'm done. Anything else for you guys? I'm listening. I'm here.
I want to hear some predictions before we jump off here. We got 10 minutes till start time. I want to hear some predictions. Scores.
All right. I'm going to go first.
Offensive player of the game, defensive player of the game, and a score.
Offensive player of the game for me is going to be Dante Pettis. I'm going to say Dante Pettis goes crazy tonight. He gets in the end zone at least once. He's only got 88 yards on the year for 10 receptions. I think he's going to get 7 receptions, 78 yards, and a touchdown or 2 tonight. So he's my offensive player of the game. My defensive player of the game is going to be Quan Williams. Quan Williams is going to get a turnover, an interception, and maybe a fumble recovery as well. Quan Williams is going to be my he's going to be my defensive player of the game. And my final score prediction is going to be 34-10, 34-13, 34-10. I can't decide. Do I have to pick one right now? Yeah, all right. Give me 34-13 since they're number 1 in kicking. Give me 34-13.
Wayne, what do you think?
I think that the offensive player is going to be George Kittle. I think he's going to rack up in yards and have 2 touchdowns, and none of his touchdowns. Maybe one might get called back due to some stupid ass hold. All right, and then my defensive player of the game, I believe, is going to be D Ford. I think his side.
Damn, man.
My bad, Tony. You should have told me. Text me next time. Shit, I won't. Nah, I think D Ford has a big game. I know he's situational, but I think when they bring him in, the ball's coming out, and Kyler ain't gonna be able to. It's gonna be crazy. My predictive score is going to be, and I'm sticking with it, 27-9.
27-9. I like the D Ford pick. I've been with him for the last 3 days. Tony, go ahead.
I'm going same thing, Kittle and Ford. And the reason why I'm going Ford is because these tackles struggle versus high-end speed off the edge. And I like Kittle because I like the matchup against their linebackers. They're I forgot his name, but his one linebacker was like giving up 98% completion percentage in coverage versus tight ends and slots. So in running back. So I like that matchup big time. And I'm not giving a score, but I will say this: if this defense loses their discipline and they're not assignment sound, this game could be a little bit closer than what everyone thinks it's going to be. I will say that because this team's never faced an offense like this, a true 4 wide receiver sets, like trips to the right, single to the left. So it's going to be interesting whether they're going to play a dime or a nickel package versus this to defend it. So it's really interesting, but I think we will win, but it all depends on that defense if they play discipline in the back end.
All right, offensive player. I'm going to go with last week. It was the Tico Raw show. And I know he's nursing an ankle injury, but I'm going to go with the Matt Breida show this week. I think Matt Breida breaks off 2 big runs this weekend or tonight. I can't say weekend, but Halloween special. And I think he gets 2 touchdowns tonight. Defensive player, I've been saying D Ford all week, but I'm not gonna stay with D Ford because everybody picked D Ford tonight. And I'm going to go with Richard Sherman. I'm gonna go with Sherm tonight, and I'm gonna say he gets I'm gonna say he gets 2 picks tonight. 2 picks, and I'm gonna go with 38-16. Niners.
Right. All right. I guess that's how you wrap this joint up, right? Like it.
That's right, baby. It's game time, guys. We got 6 minutes, and our asses are going to be out of here in a few minutes.
Quick cool stat that they just showed on TV. Jimmy Garoppolo leads the NFC with 29.6 points per game, yo. So he's the highest scoring quarterback in the NFC when it comes with points at 29.6. So y'all gonna have to start putting some respect on that brother name, yo. He's damn near at 30 points a game. So just throw that out there. That's to all the Jimmy G haters that he don't do nothing because his yards be like 175.
Guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you know when we go live on our videos. We will be bringing you an overreaction show tonight after the game. We also may jump on and do a quick halftime report here on YouTube, which we've been doing on YouTube. So make sure you check that out as well. Set that bell for your notifications. If you're not following us on Twitter and Snapchat, give us a follow over there as well. Nothing but 9 ERS, all spelled out. Facebook and Instagram. If you're on Facebook, make sure you allow StreamYard to see your information so that we can see when you comment. And you can check us out over there at Nothing But Niners, all spelled out. Visit us on the World Wide Web, nothingbutniners.com. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you want any of our apparel, shoot us an email, nb9ers@nothingbutniners.com. Other than that, I got anything else other than all gas, no break, baby. Mike, let's go. Let's bring us out of here, and it's game time.
All right, y'all. Y'all know the deal already. My man Nick just did the justice right there. He broke y'all down. But listen, man, y'all know how hype I am right now. I've been trying to contain it because I'm outside. I don't give a damn what these neighbors say, baby. Let's go! Let's go, Niners, man. Y'all know the deal. It's kickoff time. We about to whoop some ass, and I love it, man. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always remain faithful.
We're out of here.